Let me first start by apologizing for my last stream. Kind of got derailed. Um, between my friend getting on and my server fucking up. And by the way, in vanilla, I'm currently having to re-add our characters manually. Lots of copy and paste. I might actually include some of me doing that in the future. Or you can just ask me how to do it. It's a pretty advanced thing, and as long as you're keeping up, like, pretty much what happened, and I kind of know what happened, is that I didn't touch the vanilla server core for a while, like 3 months. And there was like 4 updates during that 3-month span. And something probably fucked up because it wasn't getting every single update. That's my best guess. But apparently the reason it fucked up was due to a missing column in my old database that's not re-added from updating the database, so it corrupted. So, for today, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do bots. It's just bot controls. I have notes here. I don't really want to do a dungeon. Like, I don't think that's necessary, you know? You know? I don't think because I'm going to do groups with bots. You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. This isn't going to launch. One thing that you might want to know is when you're using 3 different versions of WoW, when you launch one, the other ones aren't going to want to launch. And basically what you do is, you see how I clicked that and it didn't launch and I had to go in here and end the process? Well, first you do that, and then you actually have to go to the executable, hit launch, always hit no here. There's no reason that I could possibly think of to hit yes, so just hit no. And like I said, this usually only happens when you're switching from version to version. Oh, thank goodness it still works. So, I was rep grinding so I can get a cat. But I will go ahead and take a break from that so I can kind of show you how it works. Personally, I like to find bots organically, like you would in real life. You're not just gonna go to the who list and summon a bot or a person in real life, right? So, say I do. So let's say I'm gonna do a dungeon, but I'm not actually gonna do a dungeon. There's plenty of videos. Pretty much the only videos of single player project are people doing dungeons and raids. So if you want to watch bots doing dungeons and raids, you can go watch those videos, or you can just download the shit and do it yourself. Basically, it's Horde. You can do cross-faction grouping on here, kind of like Cataclysm. but it's turned off by default. Okay, the bots, as long as the bots are not in a group, they will accept your invite. Okay. So this is how you summon the bots. Once you have them added, you want to be in party chat. The bots have to see your text in order to register your commands. So you're going to want to go into party chat, hit summon. Sometimes this doesn't work, or sometimes there's a delay. Like if a bot, usually from what I've seen, if a bot is on a flight path, it might take a second. It might take until they land. Like I'm currently missing a bot right now. I don't know why. You can always try hitting it again too. Sometimes that works. Or you can whisper to them, hey, get over here, you know. You can also see where they are. Like this guy, I guess he's on a flight path, that's why. See, prime example. Once he lands, he should summon. In the meantime, if you type in help, yep, see, he summoned. If you type in help, you're gonna get a list of commands. You might want to macro these, like I have them. I have an attack command, which is just attack, flee, which is just flee. Let me tell you a little pro tip. If you're walking by mobs that you don't want to aggro with bots, have them set to flee, or they're gonna go and attack the mob. So you're pretty much in dungeons, you switch between follow, flee, attack. There's also tank attack, but I guess I don't have that on here, probably because I'm the tank. There's accept all quests. There's a bunch of commands. I urge you to look it up, or just read, experiment, because I haven't even used probably 80% of them. I actually haven't used, and some of these also are no, these aren't combat strategies. These are actually just straight up commands. But you can do CO question mark. That basically says what they're gonna do in fights. So I'm pretty sure. I see a DPS warrior. Well, another way to find out what their specs are, you can hit like talents. I'll show you. I am a PvP DPS ret, PvP arms warrior, PvP DPS this, PvP holy and prot. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I will go ahead and just kind of show you pretty much how you use bots 99.9% of the time. So we're going to go ahead and set them to follow. You always want to hit follow, like when you just summon them, hit follow, because sometimes maybe they won't. So let's just have them attack that basilisk up there. It's just easy as hitting the attack button. We'll go over there, fuck him up. And you don't even have to do that. Let me see if I can find one that's not in the mountains. Like if you just walk up to a mob and it attacks you, the bots will react to that. So you can pretty much just like walk around the world with a fucking bot train and this shit on everything. What else is there? They loot corpses automatically. Sometimes with the way the loot system works, they might not. Like watch them fuck up all these wolves here. I'm gonna pull all this shit. Watch this shit. Watch it. I'm gonna lose. Hold on. I need to lose my aggro. Look at that. They actually do a lot better. That patch actually fixed some of their combat. I kind of want to get a hunter over here to verify that. Let me kick. This is a good opportunity to show you how to make bots leave a party, because there's going to be a lot of occasions where you want to party with certain bots, but they're in a party. You have to whisper to them, leave, and they'll leave the group. Okay, but I don't want them to leave. I'm gonna reinvite them. Okay, and that works. Gets them out of the group, so you can invite them if you want to. Bots are pretty independent in this game. They like to do whatever the fuck they want. But if you're, you know, insistent, they'll follow you. They'll follow orders. They're strong and independent. Let's put it that way. They don't need no player. Uninvite the higher level, make it a little interesting. I don't know where the fuck he's going. Doesn't matter. Group invite. Awesome. So we're gonna get that hunter here and see if they fix the hunters, because in the previous patch the hunter was not attacking with the pet, which I guess is realistic because hunters are lazy fucks and that's why they play hunters. Sometimes it takes a second for them to accept the invite. Don't know why. Let me try inviting him again.
They can't join our group.
So he's already in a group. Sometimes that bugs. Just tell him to leave. That was a GM command. That's separate than from a bot command. GM commands, they'll pull them right off of mounts and shit. Usually, Like, I don't know why he's not summoning right now, actually.
They can't join our group.
Alright, maybe he's just being a prick. Let's see about this hunter. Okay, they got their boar here. We'll just have them attack this. The bots do have a vision range, so if something's too far away, they might not attack it. And what is the talents on that Beastmaster or hunter? I'm gonna say, I don't know what it did. PvP DPS survival. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention this time to what the hunter's doing. She's definitely attacking now. That's good. They fixed it. Bravo. The people that make this software, this program, are like the unsung heroes of the internet, and nobody fucking knows about them. But that's what I'm here to do. Trying to give them some recognition. Trying to let you know, hey, you can play WoW for free with bots. You don't need to play with real people. And you can get your friends on here. I was gonna play last night on Hamachi with a friend of mine, but I couldn't get my vanilla core to work. But I got that all straightened out, so that's ready to go. Another thing that bots can do, you can have them lead parties. So let's go ahead and give our, well, let's see. Yeah, none of them are on any quests because I just populated them. And when you shut down the server, as long as your delete account option is in the settings is set to 0, you'll keep the same bots. They won't reset constantly. So if you want to start guilds and have friends lists with bots, that's one way to do it. But you're definitely going to want to keep your core updated. Even if you're not playing, like start it every so often just to see if there's an update. So let's go ahead and we're going to make our hunter the party leader. And now the bots are going to follow the hunter around. And right now she doesn't really have any quests. So she's probably just going to grind. And it tells you what they're doing, looting this, and what their intention is. Once they get it, they're gonna sell it to a vendor. They'll sell automatically to vendors. That's another thing I forgot to mention. They automatically sell junk to vendors. They automatically equip better items that they find. They need roll, they greed roll, they pass when appropriate. I don't know how the whole spell rank up system works, but they automatically acquire new talents. See, they're just raising Cain at the moment. I think with spells, they don't have to go to a trainer. I don't think there's options for that though. There's like 3 different options for that. But I think by default, they don't go to a trainer. But they only auto learn it if they have the gold to pay for it. So there's a billion things you can do with these. Like, I'm just scratching the surface, honestly. Like, usually every time I play with bots, I'm usually surprised by something. Their AI is very good. They know how to tank. They know how to heal. They drink, when they're low on mana. You can actually change the settings to dictate like what percentage of health or mana is low, and what's tolerable, what's almost full, etc. I'm gonna show you that right now. I didn't really go over that last night. So let's talk about that. I kind of stopped around here. This is the auto train I was talking about. Bots automatically train spells when talking to a trainer. Yes, train all available spells as long as the bot has the money. Okay, but there's also free option, and then no, only list spells. Now this, I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming, that you get a link that you can go to a website, you can make your own spec, and it generates a link that you can put here. That's what I'm assuming, and you can actually have the bots build that way. So there's all the different specs for all the different classes. That's a lot, actually. And there's like a percentage chance that they'll pick that one. But I don't really ever, I don't fuck with that anymore, because there's just like so much shit there that I'm perfectly content. It seems to be actually 100% random now, because in older cores you used to have a percentage chance. There used to be like 3 specs, and it would just be the 3, like Frostfire, Arcane for like a mage or whatever, and then you would have like 70% for one, 20 for another, and 10 for the other, or whatever, but now it seems to be completely random on this score. Don't know what all that is. That's new, actually. So don't fuck with that, because I don't know what it is. If you want to take the time to fuck with it and figure out what it is and break your server, by all means go ahead, but I'm not fucking with that right now. You can set like reaction delays, sit delays, or sight distance, spell distance, shoot distance, etc. I haven't really ever seen a reason to mess with this shit. Fleeing, usually you want to disable. In fact, I'm gonna do that now, because when you're in a dungeon and say your warlock pulls too much shit, they'll freak out and they'll run into some more mobs on top of the ones that are already attacking them. So you usually just want to have that at 0 so they don't flee, and you can try to stabilize the system, or this situation in a different way. Here's the health and mana levels I was talking about for when they decide to heal. This affects healing and drinking. I do believe you need to get rid of the pound symbols here in order for the core to read this line of code. Same thing here, it looks like. There's default combat strategies. I don't mess with that. Again, you can, I don't. Random bot update interval. I used to mess with all this stuff a lot on older cores because they were buggy, and on this one you really don't need to mess with that shit. So there's the bot controls. I'm gonna go ahead and save that, actually. There's also the auction house bot. You can look through this if you want. It just dictates how the auction house bot works. I usually leave that the default. So let's go ahead and talk about, like, say, like I said in my last stream, like, say you have a shit computer and you want to play this, but you can't have 2,500 bots, right? Let's just say you want like, 50 bots or whatever, just like enough, maybe 100. I don't know, just something to make the world feel a little bit alive and just to kind of, more for immersion's sake than anything else, right? Also, when you do run into the opposite faction on a PvP server, they will attack you. You can attack them. The PvP works 100%. Arenas, battleground.